Supergirl Season 4, Episode 19, titled Omega Dreamman. Now, this episode is about 3 stories. You got Jimmy's, Kara's, and Nina's, and 2 out of the 3 stories I liked. The one I didn't enjoy was Nina's. Nina's story is basically, she's just there so we can have a couple action scenes. That we can have Nina just saying the most cliche superhero stuff, like, I'm your worst nightmare. You know, personally, I'm like, here's the thing, Nina as a character was cool. She was a cool character. I really enjoy how, I still do, how Cole Maines plays Nina and plays the character and all that. But it's like the moment they decided to make Nina Dreamer, it just, I get it, she's meant to be like, hey, is it cool that you're super? Yeah, but she's having a little bit too fun to the point of saying very cliche stuff, and to the point it always takes me out when she says, like, is it past your bedtime, guys? Like, I'm like, can we have a rewrite of this thing? Can we just have a rewrite, please? But then you got the other 2 stories. We got Kara's and Jimmy's. Jimmy's is like the most dark out of the ones, because because in the last couple of episodes, Jimmy is suffering from PTSD, and they believe that the way to understand where it's coming from, we might think it's Lex related, but could be not. Let's do Inception and let Brainy go into your memories and figure out what it is. And at the beginning, I was like rolling my eyes, okay, they're doing Inception. Hell, I mean, Flash did it this season and all that. Like, okay, they're doing Inception, okay. But then it just gets dark, and it just gets it gets more interesting and more interesting out through the episode, and it just makes it understandably why he is what he is. Now, we knew how he got powers and all that because of the needle, and seeing Jimmy with powers, it's interesting. Like, he can fly, super strength, laser vision. Like, I'm wondering if the finale is gonna be Jimmy versus Lex, except Supergirl fighting Lex. That's gonna be quite interesting. So anyway, even though there's a scene between Alex and his sister that felt a little bit too soft opera for me, and just felt like, okay, can we move on? Like, I wasn't a big fan of that one. But then the last story is dealing with Kara, and all I say is Kara is reporting, and that's cool. Like, you know, the concept of the episode and the reasons why is simply she needs to stay low as Supergirl, so she is now counting devils for X amount of time or X amount of episodes, and now she is trying to expose Lex in a newspaper way, then going out flying and investigating and all that kind of stuff. And it's just cool. It's just cool to see and all that. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a cool episode where really cool action scene at the end, but it seems like the next 3 episodes is when you feel like, okay, now things are rolling and things are, like, spoiler alert, they know where Lex is. So it could be very interesting to see where that goes forward.